All right, to get to the heart of the matter, joining me right now is Simon Lee. He is a professor at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Professor Lee, thank you so much for joining us on WION. President Trump's deadline to China ends, we can say, in a few hours or so. Do you think that Beijing will blink? And what are your thoughts about President Trump saying that he's held productive conversations with the Chinese?
Hi, Susan. Now, both are strong leaders. They have their self-esteem, so I don't think they will give up. China will blink. I think they will keep on fighting with each other because from the China side, we are talking about the interests of the whole nation, 1.4 billion people. And then President Donald Trump, again, is a strong leader. So I think they will each introduce additional tariff until they reach a consensus. But the consensus has not been reached right now.
Very interesting. And how do you look at the wider ramifications of the tariff war between essentially the world's two biggest economies and superpowers?
Now, China's side target at 5% GDP growth, and now the nation is facing rising unemployment issue. So this will have negative impact on the national employment status and the economic growth. On the other hand, for the United States, suppose there should be several rounds of interest reduction. But now with the additional tariffs all around, then inflation will go up again. And this will eliminate the chance of having interest rate reduction. This will have a serious blow to the US stock market and the global stock market as well. The chance of having recession is increasing, but for the time being, I don't think it will lead to serious recession because, President Trump is inviting other nations to negotiate with the United States. So I think sooner or later, China will start its negotiation talks, maybe several rounds, just such as what we see in the Trump 1.0.
Very interesting. And you think that there could be rapprochement between Washington and Beijing? It appears that the two leaders, despite their many differences, have some sort of relationship with one another.
Yeah, there are still talks ongoing, maybe at the junior level, not at the president level. But you see in the Trump 1.0, eventually consensus was reached. So I'm still not too negative on it because both want to reach certain targets or certain outcome. United States, from Trump's perspective, they want to reduce trade deficits. From the China side, they want every nation, especially the big superpower, the big economy, to follow the rule as laid down by the World Trade Organization. So I think it's not too negative on it. Maybe the stock market overreacted yesterday. Now the stock market resumed to a bit stable today. So I think not totally bad news. Well, eventually they will reach consensus.
Yeah, it was a wild ride, definitely, and we'll see what happens at closing today. We'll be watching very closely. Professor Lee, thank you so much for joining us on WION. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.